I've been in a weird ass spot. Like I get like these spurts of like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then like work just kind of sucks all the energy and life out of me. It's like I don't know. I'm becoming the thing I've like I've feared in life. Like I knew this would happen as soon as like I got into like the working age and going and doing like a full time job. I would feel the same way. Um, it's just I don't really like the idea of donating. I mean, arguably you're not donating because there is a compensation there, but like even if I was making $1 million, I don't really care because like if I had $1 million, then I just buy a bunch of garbage. You know what I mean? Like I'm donating so much of my life to something I just don't fucking care about, and like I don't know. There's not a lot of things I do really give a fuck about, and I've become the person I was afraid to become, and I knew this would happen as soon as I was in this situation, and it's like, what the fuck do you do? You know? And I mean, there's not really anything you can do. Like it's just that's just kind of how it is. You just kind of have to like suck it up. But like I don't know, it kind of sucks that you just have to like take a fucking dildo up the ass for 40 years and do whatever. Like I don't know. I used to like even during the pandemic, like yes, shit sucked, and like yeah, a lot of that was depressing. But man, I woke up every day really excited to go and do stuff, and I don't know. I keep thinking back on it, dude. I keep thinking back on it, and I'll never get over the fact that that is the most free a lot of people like the most freedom a lot of people could ever experience, which like kind of blows. Um, I really like I financially it was okay for a bit, and then like all that stuff stopped. But like even like when I didn't have any income or anything for that, it was still good knowing that like I just woke up and then I would just do whatever I wanted. Like if I wanted to go for a really like now it's like I want to go for a 2 hour walk or go on a hike. It's like okay, well that's my whole after work activity. And like there's like a hierarchy of shit I would like to do. Like I love streaming, I love doing video work, I love doing editing, I like doing all that stuff, and that's like my main thing. But then I want to get more exercise, but then I have to sacrifice. Okay, well then if I do that, well I can't talk to like Michaela, or like maybe that relationship starts to dwindle because I'm doing something else which I don't want, and then it's like okay, well I have to balance. Okay, well I want to maintain a relationship with my parents too, so I have to do that. But now I'm doing all this other stuff, so now I don't even see them even though we live in the same house, and it's like it's horrible. Like it's so stupid. And then it's like I know some of my coworkers are like, oh, when you have kids, and then it's like, no, I don't want it, because like then the already tiny time like window of time or opportunity that you have is now significantly cut in like in half or like even more. uh Technically I think it would just take all of it, especially if it's like a young child. So it's like I don't want to do any of that. Like I want to feel like I have some freedom. And I see like dude, I see like the doctor that we work with. I see my coworkers. I see just like people in general, and they have like kids, and they're obviously stressed out, and then they try to convince themselves and other people that they're like very happy with the situation they put themselves in, but they're very obviously not. Like I can tell our doctor is like so fucking over it because I think she has like 2 or 3 kids or something, and they do sports and they do all this other shit, and then she has to like rush from work. She has to go there. She has like no time to herself. She's forced to do like all these other activities she very adamantly says she does not want to do, and that sounds like hell. That actually sounds like hell. Like I don't know, like I'm a person who needs like freedom and like time to do shit. And like I don't know, we kind of just live in a world where you're not really able to do that unless you're like ungodly rich. Like you'd have to be fucking Jeffrey Bezos, dude. The only time you get from age 0 to 6. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like that's terrible. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, kids. Everyone says that's like the happiest thing of your life. No, the happiest thing with my life would be like if I was 40 and I was just like on a cruise and I had nobody to really report to or like take any responsibility for, and I'm sipping a pina colada and I'm like living my best life. Like that's happiness right there. Or like honestly, I'm a pretty simple dude. Like as long as I can just come home, I can DJ a little bit in my free time. I can stream. I can talk to people. I can edit videos, play some games. That's all I really care about. Like that's it. Maybe watch a few movies. Invest my mentality into a few really good stories. Play some D&D here and there. I mean that's like that's all I ever want. But yeah. Good news for us. We'll be 100% free when we're 36. That's not entirely true though. But like, oh god, it's like the work thing too. So like, say I was 40 and I did want to go on that cruise, I have to get like, even if I went and I got another job, did all this stuff, maybe I'm making more money. I have to like ask, I have to bend over and like really shake my ass and ask and beg for some time off so I can go do that cruise in the first place. And it's like, why do I have to deep throat some employer or company or something because I want to do something in my life? And like, there's so many instances where they just say no. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is that? Setting you up for success will be self-sufficient once he graduates. We'll see. I not necessarily him, but like I'm just thinking about like the generation in general. And like the whole Andrew Tate thing going on too is like I see so many young people who are just complete shitheads, and like I don't know, like on one end it's like, because I'm very introspective and I'm pretty self-aware. I know I was a shithead also, but I don't think I was as big of a shithead as like what I see some of these like younger people doing, and it's like that weird iPad generation. And I don't know if it's like just because they had like such snappy access to everything at all times, and they're like, I don't know if it's like what is it? I don't know what it is, but like there's just a weird vibe coming from him, man. My parents had me living with them until I was 24 and still have my older sister. I don't want him to end up like me. I feel like being self-sufficient at 18 would be rough nowadays. It's possible though. Being self-sufficient, I'm not gonna lie, bro. We're like straight up like in a depression. Like they're saying we're not, or that we're heading into a recession, but like, bro, it's looking pretty bad. Like everything's fucking like, just economically, it looks bad. And I think, I don't know, maybe by the time there, I feel like we see so many like instances of college people who are like just dropping out of college. They're like, okay, college isn't actually working for me. Like, yes, it could get your foot in the door and stuff, but like a lot of people are just saying like fuck it, and then they move back in with the parents. They just work somewhere. They accrued some debt, and they're paying off the debt. Or like, you know, houses are expensive now. Like even compared to 2 years ago, like a house is insanely more expensive. We see, just like, it's so weird. Like everything going on is so surreal. It feels like a really terrible simulation. And like the guy playing City Skylines or something has completely fucked. Like he fucked everything up, and like we're all just kind of like here for the ride. That's what it feels like. It's weird. I don't know. I feel like the more we go in this direction, whatever direction that is, I don't know enough about like politics or economics to even really make a like firm statement. But like just like a emotional statement, like it feels like where we're going is gonna make it so much harder to like future generations are gonna have a harder time going and being independent, especially with like a lack of shit just in general. Like there's a lot of people in the world. You have to compete with all those people. All those people are gonna want things, and then there's not gonna be enough things eventually. Like it's just gonna like collapse. It's gonna be weird. Like even my East Side house doubled in value in 8 years. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like what? Like what is going on? Like what the fuck?